To make this as quick as possible, but it is a detailed spreadsheet on how to select games, especially in the NCAA tournament, upcoming tournament, for your brackets or for your individual play. First of all, you need to go to matchupcenter.com. Matchupcenter.com has a proprietary tool called the Decision Dashboard. That in this dashboard, and we have this displayed right now, it has 4 tabs, and these 4 tabs will help you make a wise investment decision if you're betting or help you with your brackets. Taking a game today that's being played on December 7th, excuse me, March 7th, Tuesday at later this evening. Today you see the time is 10:25. When you look at these two games, or you look at the spreadsheet, you're going to see a couple of very important information. One of them is is how it's broken down. It's broken down either through, and we take the first part of the season through February 6th and the whole season, and we compare these two by separating the difference, and you can see the play over on this side in the last 3 weeks or so. Excuse me, 4 weeks. So we'll be looking at total points per game, total points allowed, all of these different data. I'm not going to go over each one of them. And if you want to know what each one is, if you hover over it, it will tell you where it is. Additionally, you can go to our glossary by clicking glossary to understand these terms. It lays out each team right next to each other because in doing so, you can see which team is actually rating higher or less. And additionally, it's color coordinated or color coded to be able to visually give you an idea of which team is performing better or worse. Obviously, green is good and red is poor. Additionally, at the end, we have a proprietary calculation which will take each one of the bet possibilities available for the game and tell you what percentage bet, who we think is going to win based on these numbers generated during this time. So a quick look would show that based on the numbers generated through February 6th, if that game were being played at that time, we would have had Idaho State plus 5.5 with a 52% chance of winning. However, when you take the full season to date, at this point in time, it looks like we have Sacramento State as a minus 5.5 as a 53.5% better bet. So we're seeing that Sacramento State is playing better, obviously. The over looks like it's come down a little bit, the probability potential, but it's still, we're looking at the over. Now, again, this is just math, so you take a first look at it. You can look at these calculations, but this is not enough to make a best investment decision. And really, you're not looking at this to make a bet on the or to make your set your bracket. When you're looking at bracket, you want to look at how they're playing currently, how they played in the conference, what kind of talent do they have, and additionally, most importantly, is what kind of leadership, how many seniors, freshmen, sophomore, etc. A good team that helps us with that is Kentucky. Kentucky always has the best talent, but they're always the youngest, and they have bowed out of the tournament sometimes sooner than others would thought. But then when they have the extraordinary young talent, they can win the national championship. So, but experience and who's going to the NBA both are very important in the tournament ultimate selection of your teams. Now, going back to our numbers and our facts, we can see on this side, if we look over here, Idaho State and Sacramento State for the last, well, from February 6th to the last game, we see that against the spread, Idaho State's gone 3-1, and Sacramento State's gone 4-0. A little nod to Sacramento, but of course 3-1-0 is not bad either. Both of them look like they're playing to the under over the last 6 weeks, so that might be something you want to look at too. But today we're going to look at just the spread and who to look at, and who we feel like has got the stronger. These are all ratings. I'll let you go through them, and you can see the difference in the ratings for the year. But we come down to the above our overall rating. We got Idaho State at 30.6, Sacramento at 33.6. That's up 1.4% for Idaho State and up 4.5% for Sacramento State. There is no ratings by Brad Powers and his top. He rates all top 100, and now he's actually expanded it to 225, which you'll be seeing in our decision dashboards moving forward. But neither one of these teams made the rating in those top numbers. This is our matchupcenter.com predicted score. Again, this is all math based, and showing this, we see a 78 to 67 score, which obviously leads us to the Sacramento plus 5.5, 53%. So I'm going to leave you to let you look and see each one of these data. You can go to the glossary to find out what they mean, and then you can see the differences. Moving over to the handicap metrics, same type of situation where we're looking at just more in detail assists per game. Again, you hover over, you can see what these things mean. Adjusted tempo, that's how the speed of the game, the number of possessions every 40 minutes. Effective possession ratio, a very good one, which talks about what do they do when they have the ball. Same thing with floor play. That's a similar type thing. It's an offensive efficiency. And floor play is how many shots they get up. Now, here's a really good one: is the conference against the spread record, and then the last 30 days against the spread. So we go back and we see Sacramento State's 4-1-0, and Idaho State's 1-4-0, which means they are not performing to the market. They're not performing to the market expectations, where Sacramento is exceeding them. Once again, if you look and see just red and green, this is red, yellow, it's better over on this side. And you can see the strength really lies over with Sacramento, especially when it comes to effective possession ratio, floor play, They may be better at foreplay too, but I'm not sure. And anyway, we have, and then we can see here, this is their balance of scoring, where they're getting their scoring from. They're not getting as much from 3-point as we like to see. These guys are not getting as much from 2-point. Given the two options, I'd rather get my points from 2 to know that I score a lot from 2, because that means I'm getting better shots. And anyway, so we look at this, and one of the things that really jumps out at me is this 30 days against the spread, how Sacramento State. And if you look also on this side, you see a lot more green, which means they're up over the last 30 days, as opposed to this side, which has green too, but this one has green in the more meaningful areas. When we talk about effective ratio, we talk about floor play, extra scoring chances per game. All these things really result in winning, as well as 2-pointers. Free throw looks like it's a little bit better on Idaho State. Now, this is a very critical part when it comes to picking a team for the brackets. You want to look and see what kind of leadership. And the top minute getters, what do we have here? We've got 1 senior, 1 junior, 2 sophomores, a junior, sophomore, a very young team here with Idaho State, with some injuries, especially to these last 2, Hayes and Garrity, which went down. And look, if you come over this side, you see they went down to a groin. They went out one to academics, all in January. Now let's look at Sacramento State. We have junior, junior, senior, 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 sophomore, sophomore. So this is a more experienced team, just looking at the numbers, looking at this information right here. So their top minute getters are more experienced. They have more at stake. This is their last hurrah in a lot of instances. So right now, this really gives a lot of strength and credence to Sacramento State. Now we go to the schedule results. Trying to get through this quickly because I don't want to take too much of your time. We can come and look and see red and green. This is against the spread work, and you can see now that Idaho State's coming in here and lost 1, 2. Look how many they've lost: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row straight up. And of those, they've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and looks like 5, 4 and 5 against the spread since that time. So they're on a losing streak. So that's not a good sign of them coming in either. Additionally, we look on this side where Sacramento State has, well, they split. They've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've gone 5 and 3 against the spread since mid-February. But look at all the green. They've covered almost every time except the 1 game against Northern Arizona. So these things all point to a better bet from Sacramento. So this is where you want to move Sacramento. But looking at their momentum, looking at their talent level, and then show you this is a talent level here. Their Idaho State has a little bit higher talent level, but very insignificant. But most importantly, if you look at their experience level, this is huge in the NCAA tournament. MatchupCenter.com puts it all in one place for you. You don't need to go to 8 different websites to find out who the best play is. You're making your brackets. Come in. We're doing a daily special where you can come in for the day, for $5 for the day, and come in and get all this information on every single game. You want to win your bracket, this is the way you do it. We will have them up and running and set, once the brackets are announced, and we look forward to seeing you guys come and join and you guys win a bracket. Also, we have our own bracket that we're doing, which is a complimentary free bracket to enter. with $725 in prizes. We hope that you get to enter that as well. My name is Chuck. You can reach me at Chuck at matchupcenter.com. You can reach our service center at cs at matchupcenter.com. That stands for customer service. We can answer any questions you might have. If you go to our About page on matchupcenter.com, you will find the free bracket that I spoke of. First place gets $500. Second place gets $150, and third place gets $75. And it costs you nothing to enter other than, and you only get one entry per person, and that's going to be available to you guys as soon as the brackets are announced. And we look forward to having you come in and take a shot at our brackets. But most importantly, use this tool if you want to win your office bracket or your family bracket. Thank you very much, and have a great day, and enjoy the best part of sports, which is the NCAA tournament, and this coming next 2 weeks, best 2 weeks of basketball that you'll find.